I am here to herald a new day and prepare everyone for their duties. I demand accuracy from myself and others. I am a protector. I will shelter everyone I care about under my wings. I'm still looking for perfection. My attractiveness is dangerous, my charisma unmissable. I am a rooster in 2023. The 22nd of January, 2023 marks the start of the Chinese New Year, which belongs to the water rabbit. Chinese horoscope for your sign will give you essential clues for knowing yourself and deepen your understanding of other people. The Chinese New Year brings new possibilities, new ideals, predictions, and ideas, but also overall changes in the energies and progress of all signs of the Chinese zodiac and the entire society. The year 2023 is coming, the year of the water rabbits. Rabbit is a symbol of wit and prudence. The skillful character of rabbit's nature requires admiration and respect. He will certainly carry these qualities into the Chinese New Year, which lasts from January 22nd, 2023 to February 9th, 2024. The next months are the best time for the rooster during water rabbit year. Dragon month, April 5th to May 5th. The month of snake, May 6th to June 5th. Month of ox, January 6th, 2024 to February 3rd. Lucky numbers 2, 5, 6, and also combinations of these numbers, such as 22, 25, 65. Lucky colors: green, orange, yellow, light blue, cyan. Health promoting food. The health horoscope of Rooster defines the following foods as the basis of the rooster's diet for better health and a sense of vitality: garlic, broccoli sprouts, kale, spinach, tomatoes, leafy greens, legumes, onions, eggs, sweet potatoes, sardines. Months during the rule of the water rabbit that are difficult for the rooster. When you should be extra careful. The month of rabbit, March 6th to April 4th. Horse month, June 6th to July 6th. Dog month, October 8th to November 7th. Brief characteristics of rooster in the year of water rabbit. This year is the year of the water rabbit. The rooster sign is considered a yin sign, so it is passive, and the permanent element of the Chinese rooster sign is metal. Of the Western astrological signs, the Chinese sign of rooster is closest to the Virgo sign, whose birth period is from August 22nd to September 22nd. How does Chinese astrology describe the characteristics of the Chinese rooster sign this year? Will certain characteristics of the Chinese sign be carried over this year? Outwardly, roosters seem like the embodiment of combativeness and self-confidence. Deep in his soul, however, he believes in traditional values and is conservative. People born under the Chinese sign of the rooster are noble. They are proud of their achievements, of what they have achieved. They are very attractive, extremely charismatic to the eye. According to Chinese astrology, these positive qualities are characteristic of the 10th sign of the Chinese zodiac. The rooster will also be noticeable in this year, when the Chinese water rabbit reaches the scepter of government. Since the rabbit is a Chinese sign that is generally compatible with the sign of the rooster, it is obvious that this Chinese year will be more challenging for the rooster. The rooster has several excellent qualities. For example, it can judge a person at first sight. However, the rooster will lack this quality this year, and therefore it is likely that you will get into such connections that will be toxic for you. Since you do not know how to estimate a person as before, it is possible that you will get into such relationships that are unacceptable to you. The horoscope talks about friendships, but also connections in career and working life. Rooster forecast also predicts that your intuition will be weakened during this year. Rooster likes to argue and debate. He is mostly right, and his arguments are strong and unyielding. In this Chinese year, you may face the fact that someone will have a better argument than you. The rooster can sometimes be mercilessly critical. This negative side of the rooster personality can hurt your loved ones. According to Chinese astrology, the rooster should focus mainly on the positive qualities of family members, but also on the closest friends. Focus on what others can positively offer you. Do not perceive only the negative aspects of the personality of the people you love, because you will fall into doubtful thoughts, and maybe even into depression. Sometimes it is appropriate to tolerate the mistakes of others. In this year, the rooster tries to convince everyone of his truth. Even if you are a cheerful, funny and witty companion, it is possible that the constant conviction of your own truth can cause you a damaged reputation during the year of the water rabbit. Sometimes try to consider your attitude and whether there are multiple ways to solve the problem you are discussing. During the period when your zodiac sign will be affected by more demanding months, you may have a bad mood. In these moments, your selfishness and intransigence also come to the fore. The months of March, June and October can cause storms in your relationships, also because of your irritability and intransigence. Do not listen to false friends. Don't focus on false flattery from people who only want to gain benefits from your friendship or association with you. The forecast strongly warns you against toxic relationships that can weaken you in this period. This year, you may also be troubled by unpaid bills that you forgot about. Now they will surely remind of themselves, so try to arrange and check your finances before the arrival of this Chinese New Year. It is important to enter the Chinese Year of the Captive with your finances in order so that nothing surprises you at the beginning of the year. The Year of the Water Rabbit brings interesting energies, when you feel a certain joy even from disputes that appear in your personal and professional life. Quarrels and misunderstandings will be your breeding ground for every day. The prediction advises you to take off the pressure and focus on gentler, more loving communication with others. Not every confrontation has to end in an argument, breakup, or verbal abuse. Yearly forecast also says that it is essential not to be afraid to apologize for your rude behavior. An apology must be part of the year. That's the only way you can manage this year without damaging your reputation, good name, and without losing good relationships. Finances will be like on a swing during the year. However, give your family members financial abundance, be generous. Give good advice for free. Don't expect to get equal value for every piece of advice. The loud speech that is typical of the rooster is what you too will express yourself in this year. Does the Rooster horoscope predict love and happiness? Is the rooster love future favorable for your personal relationships? Good relationships in love and partnership await you, especially with the Chinese sign of the snake, the ox, and the Chinese sign of the dragon. From this point of view, the most favorable months for your love will be the months of April, May, and also the beginning of the year 2024, specifically month of January. A significant change in your relationship and in your love will also take place during September, when your own Chinese zodiac sign. If you want to make certain changes in your love or in your relationships, these months that we have listed are the most ideal for these changes. On the contrary, big decisions are not recommended for the rooster during March, June, and October. These months are the least compatible with your Chinese sign, and they can lead you to make bad decisions because they bring the energies of doubt, jealousy, and selfishness into your life. Relations will not be balanced during this Chinese year. Rather, the forecast predicts that they will be on a swing and you will have to face several trials that the year destiny have prepared for you. The energies that are concentrated over the Chinese sign of roosters mean a lot of arguments and misunderstandings with your partner. Of course, these misunderstandings always need to be calmed down, and you need to use the favorable rooster months to calm the disharmonious energies. The biggest shift or the biggest changes in your relationship come with the onset of the month of September until the beginning of October. However, you shouldn't make big changes in your relationship in October, because under the rule of the Chinese sign of the dog, you make bad decisions and your reasoning is wrong. Mainly in the field of relationships and love. The Rooster Love Horoscope, according to Chinese astrology, tells you to work on every shortcoming in your relationship with your partner. A shift in your relationship is possible this year, but you must do so in the months of April and May, or after all the negative energies focused on your love have dissipated, in the month of January 2024. The mentioned Chinese months are ideal for making bigger life decisions, for a shift in relationship, but also for expanding the family. To make your relationship stronger than before, it is necessary to forgive. Forgiveness is the basis of this Chinese year for every rooster, and it doesn't matter whether the forecast deals with personal or professional relationships. You need to work on building a stronger relationship with your partner. You must strive to get your communication right. Speak the truth in all circumstances. Making efforts for a better relationship and a more harmonious household is the first step to strengthening the mutual connection with your partner. Forget the past, this is also an important step towards deeper love. It doesn't matter what your past was or your partner's past. Now you are on a new, joint path, and you have decided to do so because your feelings for each other are deeper than any past feelings. You also require care and more interest in your joint relationship from your partner. If bigger storms come in March, June, or October, it's time to consider whether this relationship is also suitable for your future. The rooster should under no circumstances stay in violent relationships in this year. These relationships are so toxic to your life that they hurt your soul, and you so much that your psychic shell is broken forever. Therefore, the Chinese Rooster forecast recommends that you definitely seek professional help that will give you a helping hand and advice in this regard. Rooster relationships can be overly passionate. Therefore, communication with a partner is essential. Show that you want to talk to him about everything, about your normal day, even about the weather. Show how much you care about your relationship with each other. However, demand the same procedure from your stable partner. So will the relationships according to the Chinese horoscope be favorable for the rooster? It all depends on how you approach the relationship this year. It is important to show understanding, it is important to be a faithful and devoted partner. Chinese horoscope for single roosters. An unmarried rooster feels more pressure on his own person in this year. This is due to the pressure of society and your loved ones, who often deal with your single status. You yourself feel that you may never find love again. However, the forecast tells that this may not be the case even during the year of the incompatible water rabbit. The first recommended step discussed in the Chinese horoscope is to discard your fears and anxieties for more energy and a better feeling in life. Even if you carry more negative energy from past relationships and wonder if love will ever find you again, you don't have to worry about bad experiences anymore. Prediction reminds us again that even bad experiences are there to teach us a lot in our lives. The love forecast for single roosters predicts many opportunities, but you need to free your mind and set it positively. Don't give in to fear and worry. You never know if you will meet your fateful love this year, for example, on a park bench, or at a bus stop, or in a supermarket. Use your free time to spend time outside, in company. Don't be afraid to head to the cafe yourself. Use every opportunity that your destiny whispers to you. Spend more time in company. Use opportunities to meet someone new. First of all, the love prediction for singles asks you if you really want to meet a new partner. The forecast asks you this to make sure you are comfortable with leaving your comfort zone. You are ready to care and take an interest in the lives of others. Are you really ready for a relationship? Only if the answer is yes, the Rooster Horoscope recommends you look for your soulmate. Otherwise, you can enjoy the benefits of the single life, which you are certainly well aware of. You have to learn from past relationships. This is the only way to avoid repeating old mistakes. Have you learned from your mistakes? Or do you still dream of returning to your ex-partner? The Love Horoscope strongly warns against returning to a person who behaved possessively, selfishly, jealously, or even violently in your relationship. These relationships are toxic for your life. In Rabbit Year, these relationships have no place with any rooster. Therefore, consider very carefully the question of whether it is time to return to your ex-partner, or whether you really want to take such a step, because fate will definitely put you in front of this question. Returning to the past can be painful for a rooster. Carefully consider your options, but most of all, know your inner self. You will recognize your own feelings and emotions. Even if you are troubled by the opinions of your loved ones about your life, remember that it is still only your life, your decisions. The rooster is responsible for how he feels, and therefore it is necessary to build his own self-confidence, psychological resistance, and his own psychological box. Not to satisfy the needs of others. In conclusion, the love prediction says not to be discouraged by a failed date, a failed meeting. Future meetings can turn out to be completely the opposite, so don't give up just because of one bad experience. Horoscope for friendly and family relationships. At the outset, this prediction wants to alert you to the large number of arguments that are ahead of you in this year. Arm yourself with patience and tolerance. And especially towards yourself. Arguments and misunderstandings will be the breeding ground for your year, especially in the case of family relationships. The prediction advises Rooster to think carefully about the next steps and attitudes. It may happen that this year you destroy family relationships and lose family members who are close to you in your life. Try to become a more phlegmatic person. You don't have to interfere in everything, in every decision of your family members. This year, focus mainly on building your own self, your own life. The horoscope speaks of your friendly relationships as a great gift. In today's fast-paced world, you have to guard your friends like an eye in your head. Even new friendships can enrich your life this year. They appear in your world out of the blue. So you can meet a true friend even in the year of the rabbit's rule. This friend can then accompany you throughout your life. It is interesting that it is during the negative vibrations of the water rabbit government directing your energies that you will meet a person who will be your true friend, whose values you will see this year. It may not be a new meeting, but an old friend whose benefits for your life you will discover during the rule of the water hare. Friendly relationships will be quite balanced in your life. However, you will only focus on real friendships that help you become a better person. A good friendship is about mutual values. If toxic people in your life confuse friendship with competition, affair, cheating and lies, such friends have no place in your life anymore. Rooster forecast strongly advises you to draw a line behind such relationships during the Chinese Year of Water Rabbit. Chinese horoscope for work and finances. The dream of every roster is to go to work with joy. You no longer want to wake up every morning to an alarm that forces you to get up and work without enthusiasm. Every person spends almost a third of his life at work. Therefore, the yearly forecast reminds the rooster to think carefully about whether he is satisfied with his work and whether what he does fulfills him. However, the prediction says that it is necessary to choose a very good time to change, because you will not always have the space to make good decisions in this Chinese year. Again, the Chinese forecast advises the rooster to choose favorable months of the year for major changes. September, the month of the rulership of your Chinese sign, can also be a huge milestone for the rooster, which will be reflected in the area of your career progression and new possibilities. The stressful situations you will face during the unfavorable months of March, June, and October can also complicate your mental state. In these months, the rooster will be overwhelmed with many tasks that you may have difficulty completing. In this direction, it is essential to build your collegial relationships. If your colleague or a team of people who will support your work helps you in this work, you can finish your work in these months. Use the favorable months, which are the months of May and April, to complete tasks, projects, and to deal with important emails. January 2024 is an excellent month for a shift in your work, for a change of profession, or for new decisions. The rooster work forecast says that you can also bring satisfaction and joy to your work life. It is important to understand what you would like to do. We don't mean lying in bed and staring at the ceiling. The rooster must clearly determine which work he enjoys and fulfills. Since work is as important a part of our life as eating or quality sleep, it is clear that every person needs to express himself through any activity, and so does the Chinese sign of Rooster. That's why it's time to ask yourself a question: what can you do? What work can you do to feel satisfied? The Chinese prediction for work and career advises you to ask yourself this question during the reign of the water rabbit. Opportunities for a job change are certainly waiting for you. You don't have to worry about the lack of options. The Chinese prediction reminds the unemployed rooster that our professional life is shaped by acquired experience and the manifestation of talent. To fulfill your needs related to career growth or a new job opportunity, it is necessary to look at your personal development. Do not underestimate education in the field in which you want to work. In addition to using your talent or your potential, the horoscope also presents you with many opportunities, especially in the months of April, May, September, and the most opportunities await you in January 2024. You can decide whether to travel abroad for your career. It is only important to step out of the comfort zone, maybe consider a personal development course, and also write a quality resume. You improve your weaknesses by moving from average to expert through education and personal growth. You will certainly not lack the energy for these steps. According to the Chinese prediction, you will have a very productive year if you are satisfied with your job. Luck is also on your side regarding finances, especially during the favorable months, but basically after most of this Chinese year. However, the forecast warns you to check all the accounts that need to be settled before the arrival of the water rabbit rule. This Chinese year is the perfect time to involve family members in your spending by deciding what to do with the money and how to use it. If you live alone or only with a child, you will also have a beneficial year in terms of financial gain. Greater financial comfort awaits you, provided that you resolve your financial problems right at the beginning of the year. The detailed prediction of Rooster strongly warns against gambling or spending large amounts of money on alcohol or other problematic aspects of your everyday life. Try to save where you don't need to spend a lot of money. The strongest energies related to financial improvements are waiting for the Rooster in January 2024. Horoscope of Health, Energy, Chakras. Right at the beginning of its characteristics, the forecast states which foods are essential for improving your health in WATE rabbit year. It is advisable to start by including garlic in your regular diet, which is rich in vitamin B6 and vitamin C. Thanks to this, you strengthen your bones and stimulate good functioning of the thyroid gland. Garlic also supports the immune system, which can be quite weakened with the arrival of the water rabbit rule. Garlic and its increased consumption is recommended mainly at the beginning of this year, in its first months. Yearly forecast initially mentioned broccoli sprouts, spinach, kale, tomatoes, legumes, eggs and plenty of leafy greens. All these foods enrich you with the necessary vitamins, potassium and iron, as well as unsaturated omega-3 acids. They provide you with antioxidants and help you overcome inflammation and improve energy. Eggs are a rich source of protein for vegetarians born under the sign of the Rooster, and the Rooster Horoscope dedicated to health speaks of eggs as an essential source of vitamin C, D, and K. This gift of nature also contains a wide range of vitamin B. Therefore, these foods are the basis for improving each rooster's health. Of course, the prediction once again warns every rooster about unhealthy eating, which should be eliminated from the everyday life of every rooster. This year will enrich you with new extra kilos, which is why movement, plenty of time in the sun, more sports are also necessary. Every rooster struggles with certain difficulties of a digestive nature during the year of the water rabbit. The rooster is divided into two groups, those who want to lose a few pounds, and then those who should gain a little weight. In any case, it is necessary to improve the environment of your intestines and your diet. It is necessary to focus on building better immunity and defenses through a healthy diet, sufficient sleep, quality exercise, and through a much better diet than before. Be aware that there is no better advice for those who want to lose a few extra pounds, only greater moderation in eating. On the other hand, for those who suffer from constant indigestion and stomach pains, cleansing, raw food at least a few times a month, sufficient drinking regime, and the most important point is the elimination of foods that contain harmful chemicals. Learn to read food labels, even if it can initially be complicated. Your body will surely thank you with the benefits that it will show you soon. In this way, you will also support the improvement of your chronic and long-term illness. In order to get your health under control, firmly in your hands, it is essential to support the second chakra in order, which is the sacral chakra. It is this that can be unbalanced during this year for the rooster. For this reason, you may experience not only problems of an intimate nature, but also stomach problems and a lack of emotional satisfaction. You can heal the chakra best through exercise, your creativity, and personal growth. That's why the work and finance forecast has repeatedly mentioned these points to focus on your personal growth, education, and connection with yourself. Place the color orange in your home, which is associated with you in this time and which supports the activity of the sacral chakra. This chakra is associated with a sense of security, better physical and mental health, a greater sense of happiness, and has a beneficial effect on the organs, digestive problems, and the rooster's heart. So focus more on positive thinking during your normal day. Reshape your brain's thinking to a more positive perception of the world. Do the hobbies you enjoy. The health prediction therefore advises the rooster to move more, to be more interested in a healthy diet. Consider all the pros and cons of home cooking, and try to understand the composition of the products you consume. You may be surprised by how chemicals in ordinary food harm your health and deprive you of happiness and finances, beauty, and well-being. This Chinese year is generally a year of change for the rooster. You discover new things. You get to know what was common for you in the past. You learn new habits, and transform your thinking into a positive one. This should be the Chinese year 2023 of every rooster who wants to find happiness and maintain harmony for the future. Forecast, which is dedicated to health, also warns you to avoid risky activities or driving under the influence during unfavorable months. For which signs does the horoscope predict a lack of happiness? Luck will also be distributed among the other signs of the Chinese zodiac. However, the incompatibility with the year of the rabbit will be mainly felt by the sign of rooster and snake. Each of these signs will find themselves in a situation where they will have to reevaluate their previous decisions and social status. These two Chinese zodiac signs will focus on future goals. The sign of rooster and snake can also feel instability in partner's life, and many of you will have to face arguments and misunderstandings with your loved ones. However, you do not feel these unfavorable vibrations throughout the year. However, the effect of the water rabbit on the mentioned two Chinese astrology signs does not mean pure misfortune, but rather a warning. You have a chance to focus on the present moment. The best thing you can do is not to be tempted by the negativity of the past and the disturbing energies around you. You will have to reevaluate your circle of friends, reevaluate the sincerity of your love, and also the sincerity of your family members. An interesting decision awaits you at work. The snake can also expect an advancement. The rooster, on the other hand, has a certain way back. From a health point of view, the year 2023 will be perhaps the most complicated for these two signs. An unexpected illness can rob you of energy and vitality, and recovery will not always be easy. Caution is required, especially with those snakes or roosters who carry out risky activities, adds the annual horoscope 2023. Dear friends, this is an overview of the year 2023. Listen to predictions for others, and find out more facts about the year and its effects on your friends, family members, and you. Horoscope and Divination wish you all the best in the year of Water Rabbit. Subscribe to our channel for more information from the zodiac world. Remember that in the description below, you will find links for all essential yearly horoscopes. Know yourself better with the Horoscope Divination site, where all horoscopes are free.